Hi everybody, welcome to today's video.
What we're talking about really is a necessary fix versus an expensive upgrade. You have to consider the foundation of the house itself and when it was built, and you have to realize that up until, let's say about 1960 or so for us, basements were never looked at as being completely dry, completely livable space. They were looked at, like we talked about early on in this, as kind of bonus space. If your house is really old, 100 years or more, people don't expect a dry basement. If your house is a bit older, 50, 60, 75 years, people kind of start to expect a dry basement. And quite honestly, it's not a realistic expectation. So what we end up invariably counseling our clients on is that this house was never built to have a completely dry basement, and when it rains enough outside, you're probably going to get some dampness at the walls, and you may even get some water trickling across your basement floor. We don't expect the basement to flood, but on a lot of older houses, some moisture intrusion when it's really wet outside, honestly, is just part of owning one of those houses because that basement was never meant to be completely dry. So it's a matter of adjusting expectations to match the age and functionality of that house. Because if we walk into a house that was never designed to have a completely dry basement and we say you need to install a perimeter drain, you've got to redo the damp proofing, you got to regrade the outside of the house, those are all expensive improvements. They are not necessary fixes. So, in a lot of cases, what we end up telling clients is improve your surface water drainage. It's almost always going to help. Get your gutters and downspouts away from the house. It's almost always going to help. It's generally inexpensive. Homeowners can usually do it themselves, and that's going to get you 80% of the way there. But when it rains enough outside, expect a little bit of moisture in your basement, because doing things like digging up the foundation, replacing a perimeter drain, damp proofing the foundation are going to be prohibitively expensive for most people. And it's not realistic because the house was never designed to have a completely dry basement. So it is a matter of adjusting expectations to match the reality of the situation.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.